Hello and welcome to a very calm Crusader Kings, and welcome to Thor Thursday. We are continuing on the quest as the Daura family to become mother of us all and unite Africa. It is going well. However, one thing that we have noticed, an obstacle to our goal of creating the Empire of Kanem Bornu, is that our ally is currently King of Hausaland. So, we are going to start spying on him. Where is he? I believe that would be him. Yep. Got very little chance of success, apparently. He must be quite good at it. Or he has no secrets at all. Anyway, we will start accumulating. That's his capital there. Okay. We will start accumulating hooks in his court. We're not in a rush, but we want to be able to make sure that he dies before we do, so that we can subjugate Hausaland afterwards. Now I think while I still can, we're going to give my son... Oh, I can't give it to him yet. Okay, well then, I won't. Never mind. It's time for our holy war for Gurma. I believe that was the marriage for her that I set up this time. That army is entirely levies. That is fine by me. We'll raise the rest of them down here. Alright, up you go. There's... Excellent, I can call another hunt. There's no time to lose, the stag is escaping. With that prestige, more Sahel horsemen. We return home, reinvigorated. And with that reinvigoration, more Sahel horsemen. Good. They held on long enough. But it's still probably going to be a close battle. We're fighting in favorable terrain for them. Who's this? Ah, one of my vassals. Okay with her losing that hook on her. to ransom everyone. Ah, Fickle. Well, that'll lower his stewardship, and he is getting a stewardship education. So I can't say I'm fond of that. Trusting. Trusting's kinda just not that good. Content. Oh, that's okay. More learning, less intrigue. That's fine. That's good for us right now. Learning is a good consolation prize to stewardship. Oh no, they're raiding my daughter's land. I thought we had a truce with them. It's a new ruler. They'll send reinforcements just in case. Looks like they won't need them, but it's still just in case. Don't want sinful priests around. Lowering our fervor. We can't have that. Got a lot more prisoners to ransom. That's excellent. There's too many. We will use the shortcut. Here we go. Mass ransom. 7 characters. This is very useful to know. Just blackmail his lover. She's not in his court, so I'm not sure I can use her to help murder him. Let's find out. Well, apparently I have a blackmail on him. No, she's not in his court. Too bad. Yay, I'm having another child. Then we'll bring... There. That worked out okay. We'll fight these raiders here. I wonder if they'll lose their money. We will return later and search in secret. Oh my, Fatima has attempted to murder Kalankuma. What a terrible secret. Okay, let's take a look at my vassals, and let's find ones who are not religion. Like her. Demand her conversion, she'll say no. So, we'll instead start swaying her. Ooh. I've been receiving frequent messages from 3 sacred beings. They come to me every night, their faces shrouded by divine light. They're the spirits of the bush spirit, the rock spirits, and the Alajenu. The rock spirits for wealth and abundance, confident organizer, +1 stewardship. Sounds good. The Alajenu for knowledge and wisdom, +1 learning, or the bush spirits for wit and luck, intrigue. Well, I think when I'm ready for one more, I don't need more stewardship. I can change my style away from duty focus towards domain focus if I want to get up to have one more in my domain. I might as well do now. There. So we'll go with Confident Scholar. Now there's nothing left to upgrade here, if I recall correctly. You think you can make demands of me? Tell me, or else. Almost done here. This is taking a long time. I would sure like to have onagers. Ah, discovered my attempt to murder him. Okay, we'll abandon that scheme then. And we will go back to trying to get more hooks on him. There we are. go if you convert. She has already converted. Good. Okay, so now we have enough to create Gurma, and we have enough to create Gur. In both cases, it's fairly cheap, thanks to a combination of being tribal and faithful magistrates. And that means it's going to be a lot of prestige for very little money. Fantastic. That's exactly the kind of things that we need. So, let's go for it. We're going to create them both. And create Gur. There we go. So this daughter is being taught to be Gur. Give her a diplomacy education. So why not? Oh, her learning education would be slightly more successful. There. How's her sister doing? Ah, her sister's going to be charming. That means that she will learn intrigue from her teacher. There. Okay, and with all this newfound prestige, next we will take Bornu. So, how much does the people of Bornu actually have? Not that much. Excellent. I've had another daughter. Now, while I'm here, I can revoke his title legally, and I'm going to. Oh no! This is a bad idea. Who else is rebelling? Let's call in my allies. In the defensive war. We'll call my house members in on the on my aggressive war. Because now that I'm fighting two at once, they're all going to be hard. Boy, we're mobilizing. Seems like we're mobilizing most of Africa here. My dynasty is doing well for itself. Here we all go. This is a lot of people. It reminds me that in Crusader Kings 2, there was a button that was just call all allies. Excellent, I can host a feast. More prestige. while we're at this, let's also call all my house members into my defensive war. When you're calling house members, it doesn't cost you any it doesn't cost you any renown. But if you're just calling dynasty members, it does. There. Sure, let's get an alliance with my son while we're at it. And everyone's joining the war. I have so many nice friends. Hey, I'm a popular figurehead. Keep on looking. Well, I guess between the available options, you can either take trusting. What does that give me? Bonus to diplomacy and a penalty to intrigue, and he's easier to kill. Or fickle. Penalty to stewardship, more bonuses and hostiles overall, and hostile scheme resistance. So he will be fickle. Yay! We got lucky. Okay. Now I will take that county. Now, what's the culture in Canaan? Kanuri. Okay. So, this daughter shall be educated by someone Kanuri. See if I have anyone like that in my court. I do. Right here. for conversion. Give her a learning education, and she can marry someone who's under 25, who's not of our dynasty, and who will result in a prestige gain. Yaruba. Sure. We will try and make them see sense. Didn't work. I have plenty of prisoners that I can ransom, which I will do. Where do I find them? Prisoners, ransom. So she is learning to be Gur. And this place is Gur. There you are. And let's just see here. Okay, got development 5. Don't need more. Switch to collect taxes. The existence of the murder scheme is exposed. Okay. So let's take a quick look through my vassals now. Find ones who aren't of my religion. Like her. Okay, so there are 3 Gur Siguic rulers under me. Let's see. Some of my courtiers are scheming against my husband. Know what they are hiding, whatever the cost. Oh, they both died. It appears that my husband is scheming against me, huh? Let's see just what my husband is doing. Well, in spite of all that, go back to swaying her. Who's he subjugating? Oh, no one. He's helping as an ally. Okay. Oh, that's nice of her. Can't quite give him Elisa yet. There, we can take absolute tribal authority though. That's nice. Good. Should change cultures. We're gonna keep on looking. Could upgrade this now. I don't really want to. I think I want this prestige for wars. There. Excellent. I can go on another pilgrimage. Go on a long one. Okay, and now I can also give this daughter land. She's being educated to be Kanuri. So there you go. Have that high chieftain right there as well. There. I believe we can also afford to create Canem now, so we shall. There. And can I give him that yet? No. That kind of makes sense. Okay, so I am going to conquer this place, and that place all at the same time while I'm away on pilgrimage to boot. I may notice that I'm not trying to increase the control in these places. I have faithful magistrates, so I'm not too worried about it. You must find a guide. Converted from Gerd to you. Who is that? Her. Oh, okay. An unexpected encounter. It is none other than my uncle, Sarkin Igumu. We've been brought together by the spirits. He'll become my friend. An auspicious meeting, but I must pray in solitude. This is the guy that I think I want to murder someday, if I can get away with it. So, an auspicious meeting. Pray in solitude. May you grow strong and wise, my son. There, we'll leave them behind with... Let's take a quick look and see if I can use marriage to get some decent commanders here. Yeah, he's okay. Not many good options, but one. Have mothered many children. For every birth, the cordiality shown me grows. As I hold my newborn babe in my arms, I am greeted by more warmth and kindness than ever before. I have walked the holy faith, but I did not learn anything mystical in the process. It is good to be home. No, we can't have compassionate. That is a stress machine. Arrogant is a sin. Callous. Callous isn't very good either. Okay, callous or compassionate? Okay, we'll go with compassionate. Reluctantly. I pay a weregeld for the lost. Good. My borders appear to be safe. Now what's the culture over here? Got Daju and Sagawa. We'll go with the ones that had Sagawa, I think, since I'll be conquering them first. She can learn to be Sagawa. We still have all the same requirements here, huh? Okay. Got lots of people to ransom again. Mass ransom. Yay, our dynasty is known far and wide. How's my efforts at swaying going? They have not borne any fruit yet. We're giving up on spying on them for the time being. Where is this? Right here. Okay, and we do have his son. Let's just ransom him first. There. And now we'll take your land. having children slightly faster than I can conquer entire kingdoms. Or, not entire kingdoms, but enough kingdoms to claim them as my own. First we'll ransom him. And now we will declare our victory. Oh no. How did she die? She drowned. No. That's no good. So that means he probably inherited all. Yeah. Well, that also means that I can start educating this son to be Gur. Instead, I can arrange for him to marry someone. There. We will ransom him. Oh, he doesn't have any money. Okay, then we'll just force our demands. Now, you here, who are being educated to be Gur, we will give you whatever land I still have up in this kingdom. There. Let's blackmail her with her attempted murder. Good, now we'll revoke her title. We will give it to my son. Now I will also call a hunt. And let's see, she is going to be Zagawa, which all the places I just took are good for that. Are any of them better or worse, noticeably? I wouldn't really say so. There you go, daughter. Now we must take West Darfur. There we are. We will take West Darfur. Oh, I'll need to wait until after my hunt is over. There's no way for a Sarkina Gadi to act going around bullying people. Okay, we can now conquer, where is it? West Darfur. Here we are. How big is his army? It is not large. There we are. That is more than enough for this. Okay. And we'll just send some levies down there. And we'll send some levies back to there. Good, I'm pregnant. And we'll send a larger group of levies up there, and they can also have a commander with them. There. Oh. Need to send more levies down here. What a strong fortress they built. So one thing I'm really I really do need to do is either take Igbo Bennu here, or take Songhay. More specifically Haza land, because right now there's nothing connecting everything I've just conquered back to Borgo, and I'll lose it all on succession. They'll, in a way that will destroy all the kingdoms. Oh, I have twins! Excellent. I didn't know this was something that could even happen. Living healthy thanks to a high stewardship vassal. Excellent. And now I also have architect. So I really want to make sure that I outlive my neighbor. Excellent! My son has grown up. It is now time for him to become my steward, even though he's slightly worse. Okay. So I really want to outlive the King of Songhay, so we are switching to a medicine focus to keep me healthy. And that's basically the extent of that plan. I just need to wait for him to die, and then I can use my subjugation CB on whoever inherits Haza land. And then everything will be one nice long green strip. But I think that's enough for today. So, hope you all enjoyed Thor Thursdays. My name is Mindmoose. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.